Hey everybody, I'm Steve Krenz from here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're here at legendary Grun Guitars, fantastic vintage guitar store, the vintage guitar capital of the world. If ever you're in Nashville, check out this amazing store. Hey, I wanted to give you a quick tip just on getting that good old rock and roll, rockabilly sort of a sound. There's a couple things that are really characteristic in this sound. We're going to first talk about, I'm playing on a Gibson 335, and I'm going to be up here at the 8th position, and we're going to be like in the key of C, doing a basic blues form in the key of C. C, and then it goes to an F, then back to a C, then the G7, the 5, to the F, the 4, then back to the C. But I'm going to use the root and the 5th, these two notes at the same time, the C and the G. Very common thing, you hear it all the time in rock and roll. If I use a little distortion. Great, good rock and roll thing. When I can do just the 5ths. I can add this octave. Or I could even adjust between the C and the G, which is the 5th, to the C and the A. If I stretch out my pinky, now I'm going between the 5th and 6th. A little bit of a stretch, so you have to get used to that. But that's another way that you can vary up that sound. So I can do 5ths, I can do 5ths and 6ths and alternate between those. I could even go to the next level and add the flatted 7th to it. That's just a G and a B flat. So now I've just barred this first finger, and now I'm going between this 5ths, the 6th, and then this, the G and the B flat for the 7th. If I want to sound a little bit more characteristic in it, I can maybe even slide up to it. Now, when I want to go to the 4 chord, conveniently, a guitar player, we're always looking for the easiest way to do it. Right underneath my fingers, if I just move everything down a string set, now I'm on the 4 chord, which is the next blues chord, so this would be like an F, and I can do the same finger pattern. Then I can go back to the 1, do the same finger pattern on the C. So you see I just did it on the C, and then I just moved down a string set and did it on the F. Now when it's time for the 5 chord, the G7, I can just scoot up here to the G7 on the 5th string, up 2 frets, do the same thing there. Go back to the 4, then back to the C. So I've got me a great little blues riff just right there. Well, now there's a few more things that we can even do with these 5ths. If I have a C and a G, what if I put the C here and then put the G underneath it? So now I have this sort of a shape. Well, this is the beginning of, that great Chuck Berry kind of style. And a lot of that are using these 2 notes. I'm playing 2 strings at once, these dyads, and I'm basically kind of going through a pentatonic form. 2 notes at a time. I can even vary that up a little bit and throw that A natural in here every now and then. Very common sort of 50s sort of a lick. So I've got that. The last lick I want to show you is this Chuck Berry thing. Hit the G and a C. Hit the F and the A with this bar. E flat and a G. But I hammer onto this E. And maybe I can spin out of it with a low C. I'll even throw one more in here, the little Chuck Berry ending. I can spin out of it that way or do my C, then a B flat and a C, an A and a C, A flat and a C, G and a C, and then I can spin out of it in various ways. Throw a little slap back delay on it. And combine all of those things, and next thing you know, you're sounding just like a 50s guitar player. Hey, I'm Steve Krentz for Learn and Master Guitar. Learn all those things, use them when you can, and I will catch you next time.